What's up YouTube and Amazon? Jefferson here with the starters page. And this video is actually about this guy right here. I'm using it right now to make sure I'm in focus and centered. This is really awesome. This is the FW759 7-inch slim monitor. I got this one on Amazon by the company named Bella TV. No, I'm not endorsed or sponsored by them, but they have really awesome and great customer service. Check them out. I'll link everything in the description box below so you guys don't have to worry about finding this particular model. So with that said, before I actually begin, I want to say that this is going to be a 3-part review. First one is explaining what I love about it, my dislikes and conclusion of this monitor. Second part would actually go over the user interface, the menu options, and show you guys the outputs. Third part is showing you how this looks like in the field. So how it looks like when it's rigged up to my video stabilizer, my DSLR rigs, and showing you how it looks in direct sunlight, things like that. So let's get on to this review. What I love about this monitor is, one, it has an IPS display which allows you to view it in ridiculous angles. You could almost kind of like lay it flat and still see your focus, and the colors doesn't change, which is really nice. It's also an HD monitor. It has a screen resolution of 1280 by 800, which is really nice. It's not 1080, but it's perfect enough to actually see what you're focusing on. And if for whatever reason you're having issues still, you have features like focus assist, which is really useful. And you also have a center mark, things like that you could toggle on and off. I also love how you have shortcut buttons right here, and you have 4 which you can obviously customize in the menu option. I'll show you guys how to change that in part 2 of the video. So that's super useful and it saves you a lot of time. You don't have to hassle going through the menu options, turning it on and off. So that's really awesome. I also love how it has a built-in audio speaker right here. And I don't know about you guys, but the Canon T2i, which I'm filming right now, it has horrible audio levels. And if I want to play it back, it's just, I have difficulty at times listening and hearing what my subject is saying. So when you plug this in, since it's actually plugged in with a single HDMI cord, it transmits video and audio. So it's a nice way to clean up your outputs. But it's super loud. You could adjust the volume levels with these 2 buttons. This one right here would actually push down the volume levels down, and then pushing the other one would actually increase the volume, which is really nice. The volume on here is actually pretty loud. And if you're still having issues, you have a headphone jack right here, which you could just plug in your headphones and listen to whatever you're listening to, which is really useful. And if for whatever reason you're still having issues, I'm not sure if this says on the website, but I found this accidentally. You could plug in Bluetooth speakers, or speakers for that matter, like this guy right here, and you could plug it into the headphone jack and actually project the audio a lot louder, which is super useful. I actually found that by accident. So I love that feature a lot. It also comes included with a HDMI lock right here, which is really, really awesome. If you are like me and you're kind of clumsy, or you don't want your cables to actually break, that was awesome of them actually including it. So that's really nice. I do want to say that it doesn't come with a battery pack or a power supply, so make sure you guys get something, one or the other, before you guys order this, because if you receive it, you're not going to be able to use it. So that's kind of a downfall right there. The other thing I don't like about this is how difficult it is to install or remove the sunshade frames on here. Sorry for that noise, guys, if you hear that in the background. There's a train that's passing through right now. But yeah, it's really difficult installing and removing this sunshade frame. You do have to apply a good amount of force, but don't force it to the point where it would actually break. So be very cautious when you guys are applying this to the frame. But other than that, I love the application because you guys could get the sunshade itself, and since it's Velcro, it's super easy to install. So you could just put it on like that and that's it. You are good to go. And if for whatever reason there's a section on there that needs to adjust, just unzip it and then clamp it back on. So it's super awesome. Comes off really smooth, no issues on that end as well. And it works really well. So that's like a pro and con like combined in one. I actually don't take off the frame at all, so I actually don't hassle with that. And it actually provides a good amount of shading for minimal lighting. You have a tripod mount right here in the bottom, and it also comes with a tripod mount. I do want to mention, when you guys mount this to a video stabilizer, kind of like a glide cam, I use the Movo Photo video stabilizer. And when I use that, it actually tends to move around a lot. You have to screw this down a good amount. So when you guys, like mount it onto those rigs, just be sure you screw this on all the way. So you have to tighten it a good amount so it won't move out at all, because if you don't have it tight enough, it would actually start falling down, moving around, and it does get really, really annoying. So right here on the back where you actually put your battery pack, you also have a locking mechanism right here. This button actually allows you to unlock and remove the battery. I love how they have that, because you don't have to worry about your battery accidentally coming apart or falling down when you are moving, which is super useful. The one thing is that it's kind of difficult removing the battery on here, so make sure you have a really good firm grip on the monitor itself, because if you guys don't, it's either your battery or the monitor that would end up flying out. So make sure you guys keep a good eye on that. If you guys are recording, at least for me, I installed the Magic Lantern on the Canon T2i, and it doesn't show the red circular record button, but it actually does show a rectangular green bar right there. However, if you're recording, you accidentally press one of these buttons, it would actually stop your recording. So make sure you don't touch any of that if you guys are recording. All in all, I really love it. It's super lightweight, very versatile. And yeah, I highly recommend this guy. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comment box below. Keep an eye out for part 2 of the review. Part 3 would actually come out a little later, just because I want to put it through its pace and show you guys certain angles and lighting situation. I live in California, and lately it's been a little bleak, so I have to keep an eye out so you guys could see how it looks like in direct sunlight. With that said, my name is Jefferson. This is a really awesome monitor from Bella TV. Highly recommend it. And like always, guys, take care. The holiday season is around the corner, and we'll be here before you know it. Shopping for that right gift that matches their personality can be difficult during this time.